for choosing Chain Link Theater. We invite you to sit back and relax in the comfort of your car, or gym, or wherever you are. Please remember that talking is permitted during the feature, as that is literally the entire point of the show. So please, turn up your cell phones, grab your own snack, and hold on to your butts! Your feature presentation begins now!
Welcome back to Chain Link Theater, the show where every movie leads us to the next, one actor at a time. I'm Autumn.
And I'm Kyle.
And today we're linking from Clerks into Mallrats. Mallrats. Thanks to our next link in the chain, Snoochie Boochies, Jason Mewes.
Jason Mewes.
Jason Mewes.
Kevin Smith's best friend.
That's what he is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His Wikipedia article is light.
It is. It's mostly like Kevin Smith's best friend, Jay, recovering. Yeah, that's it.
Born June 12th, 1974, he married Jordan Monsanto in 2009. They have 2 children together. The rest of the Wikipedia article is about how he did drugs.
Yeah, I know, which I think is...
It also mentions in the very last sentence, he's been clean since 2010, so maybe update the article.
Yeah, update that and let's talk about him past that thing that he's conquered. Which, I guess, it's a good thing to talk about, for awareness and stuff, and it's a huge thing to overcome, but...
Yeah.
What else about the guy?
He's achieved so much more.
He's a whole ass person.
He is a whole ass person.
So we don't know anything else.
No, not really. We know he met Kevin Smith. Kevin Smith thought he was funny. He started putting him in movies, and the rest is history.
He is funny.
He is funny.
Jay can be a lot, though.
Yes.
To be fair.
Well, we keep watching him in stuff where he's in small doses, and he's very funny.
He's in less small doses than this.
That's true.
So
I still think he's funny here.
I think he's funny. Yeah.
It's rebooted where I don't like him.
Reboot is where it's like, nope.
Nope, you're not. Don't be main character.
No.
Strikes Back, though. He's funny.
Yeah, or were we just really young?
Could be.
I don't know.
Maybe we'll get to it one day.
Maybe we will. And we'll see if it holds up at all.
I don't want to know. I don't want to know.
Okay. Well, maybe we won't.
You got any history with Mallrats?
You showed it to me.
Did I?
At some point, I assume. I've seen it before.
Yeah,
so.
I've seen it before. Apparently a few times. I was quoting things.
Yeah, I've seen it. I think this was my 3rd viewing. So.
It must have been more than that for me.
Yeah, for sure.
Just because I was like, I don't know why I remember that line. That's a random line to remember. Mm-hmm. The movie released October 20th of 1995.
Yeah.
A brisk hour and 35 minutes.
Yeah.
It's quick.
It didn't feel it, so.
You didn't think so?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. I definitely, I like this movie. I think it's a good movie. I think that with an increased budget, we had a lot more slapstick, a lot more things that I don't know why they were in there.
Okay.
So I prefer Clerks, I think, to this.
I think I was laughing harder here than I was at Clerks 1 because Clerks 1's humor is largely derived from Randall.
Yeah, it is.
Making fun of a guy that I can't fucking stand.
Smash. Randall,
Dante?
obviously. No. Oh, my God, no. And not Gil either.
Yeah, they upped the budget. He got $6 million to make this one.
Yeah. They would have had to rent out a mall, so
that
has to be where a huge portion of it went, right?
And cops, I was thinking.
Yeah.
Later when the cops show up. I
Yeah.
don't know how you get those cars.
There were multiple set pieces in this one.
Yeah. Pretty big set pieces.
Mm-hmm.
It made $2.1 million at the
Great.
box office. People did not show up to see
That's
this.
$10 billion in today's money.
Yeah.
It lost a lot of money.
And a feature that's been requested by one audience member of this show. It is not available to stream for free anywhere.
Yeah, so shut up, Jacob.
It is available to rent for $3.99 on Amazon, Apple, Fandango, Google, YouTube, all the normal stuff.
Yeah.
So pony up.
Yeah, or don't. He won't.
He won't.
He won't.
I think he should if he's never seen it. I think
he has.
I definitely think it's worth watching. I think it's funny.
I think Jacob's seen it. I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Are we just talking about Jacob?
No. Literally everyone.
Oh, okay. Hello.
You should pony up. Also, it's $3.99 to rent it on all these places. We just looked it up. It's $7.99 to buy the Blu-ray on Amazon.
Yeah. If you're a physical media person like we are.
Yeah, it's another $4. And you can have
which
it
we
forever.
would definitely do. But if you are like, I don't want that shit laying around my house, then you can rent it for $3.99.
Yeah.
There you go. There you go. Directed by Kevin Smith, obviously.
Of course, written by Kevin Smith.
Obviously.
It has a composer.
Kevin Smith.
The last one didn't, because he was just using
Music. Was there music in this? I don't pay attention.
Yeah, composed by Ira Newborn, who did the Ace Ventura soundtrack, and Ferris Bueller.
And Naked Gun. Wow.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So yeah, I don't know how much history I have with this. I've seen it a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoy it. I enjoyed it again this time. We'll get to the parts that I don't.
Yeah.
We did not watch the extended. Apparently the extended is 40 minutes longer.
40 extra minutes. And this felt like you did that to me.
I didn't.
So I'm glad we decided not to.
Fair enough. I don't know what that 40 minutes would be. I'm sure it's not worth my time.
I'm sure it's just dick and fart jokes.
Probably.
That's it. Over and over again.
Maybe some more Michael Rooker.
And some more of like, what's her name? Joey Lauren what's her name?
Joey Lauren Adams.
Her tits again, my guess.
All right, let's go watch it.
Stupid. I'm going to bed early, so you can do what you want.
I do like her. Her voice is interesting.
I love her voice. It's kind of like a Jennifer Tilly thing.
Yeah.
I love her voice. And she's gorgeous.
She is.
So.
They were dating at the time of this.
So far out of his league.
Yeah.
His wife is so far out of his league.
He does that.
He does that.
He swings for
because
the
he's
fences.
funny.
Yeah.
Funny does that.
Yeah.
So, I mean.
This episode's about Mewes. His wife's way out of his league, too.
Yes.
Smoke show.
Yeah, gorgeous.
Yep. Shall I read the back of the box?
Why don't you?
Why don't I? This is a long one. From director Kevin Smith comes the outrageous story of two loafers who spend way too much time hanging out at the mall. When Brody is dumped by his girlfriend, he retreats to the mall with his best friend T.S., whose girlfriend has also left him. Between brooding and visits to the food court, the unmotivated twosome decide to win their girlfriends back with the help of the ultimate delinquents, Silent Bob and Jay.
That's not how you say that.
That is not how you say
That is not how you say that. Incorrect.
95. Whose continuing adventures take the word nuisance to a whole new level.
Oh, got him. That's so stupid.
I don't know.
That was a dumb thing to say.
That's a rough one.
Yeah. Silent Bob and Jay. Tell me you haven't watched this without telling me you haven't watched this. All right. So we start out with Jason Lee, who plays Brody, I don't even know why he's talking about this, but he's talking about like, one time my cousin Walter got a cat stuck in his ass. And like he said that after it got removed, like the family was just embarrassed, but everyone was okay. And then the next week he did it again. And then the week after he ran into him at the mall and he was buying another cat. And he was like, Walter, you can't keep doing this. You can't keep that cat's going to get stuck in your ass too. And then his cousin was like, how the hell else am I supposed to get the gerbil out? And then he says, my cousin's a weird guy. I don't understand. This never comes back up.
Under this, it's showing a bunch of the stores at the mall.
Yeah.
It's showing Burning Flesh Tanning Salon. Did you see that one?
No, but that's valid.
And Rug Munchers.
Rug Munchers.
Yeah.
For toothpaste?
I don't know.
Oh.
You couldn't see inside the store. And also there was something called Sbarro.
Oh, Sbarro. I've heard of that.
Remember Sbarro?
Does Sbarro still exist?
Yes.
There are no malls anymore.
I've seen a 7-Eleven that has a Sbarro in it.
A 7-Eleven that has a Sbarro in it?
Yeah. I don't remember where I was.
What kind
I don't
of
think it was in our home state.
That's insane. Okay, so then we meet who I would say is the main character, which I disagree with the back of the box because it says that T.S.
Brody
also spends too much time at the mall.
Yeah.
But T.S. doesn't.
No.
He's just there with his friend who definitely spends too much time at the mall. So T.S. is the main character. Don't know why he's named that. I'm guessing T.S. Eliot because it's an odd name to pick for a main character.
It is weird.
Yeah. So he's like pulls into a driveway to pick up his girl because they're about to move to Florida. And then if you guys listened or have seen Clerks 1, she asks him if he saw Julie Dwyer last night. So if you paid attention to Clerks, you know what happened to Julie Dwyer. And then TS is like, yeah, I saw her. And she was like, well, did you tell her that TV makes you look fatter? And he's just like, yeah, I told her it adds like 10 pounds. And she was like, holy shit, TS, she has an eating disorder or something like that. And after you said that, she freaked out and went to the YMCA and just started swimming laps. And in her, what'd she say, 700th lap?
Yeah.
She died in the middle of the backstroke.
Yeah.
And he's like, she's fucking dead. And she's like, yeah. And now my father has no one who can do his show for him. And he's really pissed at you.
That is the name of the girl that died in Clerks, by the way.
Yes.
That they went to the wake of.
That Randall knocked over her coffin.
Yeah.
Yeah. Smash. Anyway, so then she's like, my father's super pissed at you and he doesn't have a female contestant, so now I'm gonna do it. And he's like, holy shit, no, we have a flight to leave to go to Florida and move in together tonight. You can't do that. And she's basically just like, well, I'm gonna do it.
This is Claire Forlani, who I don't know from anything else. Her acting is atrocious in this scene.
Yeah. She might have the stiffest acting in the movie.
Which is crazy. It's a Kevin Smith movie.
Yeah, hers is definitely the stiffest. Yeah.
And
For
it's 95. I am taking it she's never acted before.
Probably not, but I don't know. She's probably like an Oscar-winning actress that we're just insulting all of a sudden. But anyway, you can come on the podcast. And then she says like something about how her father is absolutely devastated about Julie dying. And then we cut to Michael Rooker doing karate in a towel. Yondu. What's his name in Walking Dead? Merle. Yeah.
Dixon.
Merle Dixon. And so he's clearly not upset. But she says something about like, or Tia says something like, your father sees this as an opportunity to keep you away from me, and calls her a daddy's girl and says, you make me sick. And she's like, you know what's sick is this relationship. It's over. You're as selfish as he is.
And then somewhere during this, it shows Michael Rooker doing roundhouse kicks and the towel falls off.
Yeah. And we see his bottom.
And so his butt.
Yeah. And then so it's over. And the house is gorgeous, by the way. Beautiful house.
Yeah. That's crazy.
It's like all brick with like ivy growing, and it has one of those like, what is this thing called?
An arch?
Like a little arch, but for the cars.
Oh, yeah, like
a car
arched
arch.
brick carport.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
Yeah.
So anyway, he's broken up with. So Jason Lee is sitting in his bed, and someone is knocking on his head, and it's Shannon Doherty, who is so far out of his league.
Yes.
So, and then he wakes up and he's pissed off at her.
He says, sweet fucking Christ, would you knock it off?
And then he immediately starts playing
NHL 94.
A video game. And she's just like, what the fuck? You promised me breakfast. And he was like, do you see the score?
It's 12-2, by the way.
It's 12-2. You can, and also it was paused all night.
Yeah.
It's paused all night. You don't need to play right now.
Yeah, and the game's out of hand. It's over.
Yeah, it's over. And also, shout out to the Tremors poster in his room.
Yeah.
Our first episode.
What episode is this? 23?
23, yeah.
Wow.
So
call back.
And then we find out that he hides her from his mother.
Yeah.
Because I guess his mother doesn't know, because it's like she slept with him on a twin bed. So her standards are all the way on the ground.
Yeah.
No, thank you. And then he says something like, did my mom see you go to the bathroom? And she's like, no, she didn't see me go to the bathroom. It's fine. And then he's like, what are you doing in there all the time? And she's like, I cry.
Damn.
And he's just like, about what? And then she basically says, like, this whole diatribe of all the reasons why she cries, like about what's happening in the world, the impoverished, all this stuff that you can do in life. And then
she thinks about it. Yeah. All of the people that are out there risking their lives every day.
Yeah. And then he's just like, that all makes you cry. And she's like, no. And then she says, I cry because I have nothing better to do than fuck you. And then and this is while she's climbing out the window.
Yeah.
And then she throws him a letter dumping him. And then he's like, you're dumping me? And then he's like, is it because I didn't introduce you to my mom?
She's already gone.
She's gone. But then, so TS goes to see Brody, and he's already framed the breakup letter in his room. professionally framed. And then like TS is reading it and she calls him callow, which I didn't know what that means.
I didn't either.
And it means frightened and weak-willed. And he was like, oh, that's the only part I thought was a compliment.
Oh shit, I liked that part.
So then TS reveals to Brody that he's also single and he was preparing planning on proposing to what's his girlfriend's name? Brandy.
Yep.
Brandy on the Jaws ride. When Jaws pops out of the water on the Universal tour, I think is what he said.
Exactly
and then
what he
Brody's like, that's the most romantic thing I've ever heard.
He said, too bad I'm not marrying you.
Yeah. And then Brody asks, have you ever farted in front of Brandy? And he's like, I never farted in front of Renee, Shannon Doherty. But last week I let one slip and she dumped me this week. And then TS is like, I don't think she's that shallow. And he's like, well, but she was going down on me at the time. But she still continued to date you for a week. So that might be a contributing factor, but it's not the nail in the coffin.
Yeah.
It's one of, probably.
Jason Lee is already by far the best actor we've seen in any of these
Smash.
Kevin Smith movies, except for Rosario Dawson. But that's out of order.
Because she convinces you that she would ever have anything to do with Dante.
Hicks, yeah.
Nope. So the boys go to the mall and it seems like it's 10:30 in the morning. This is the first thing that they're doing with their day.
Yeah.
And they immediately run into Ben Affleck. And Ben Affleck is
Ben Affleck literally runs into them.
Yeah, he runs into them and he's just a dick. So he's the manager of Fashionable Mail, which is like an upscale store. And Brody and he hate each other.
Yeah.
Because I think Brody spends a little too much time at the mall.
And this guy's a dick.
And this guy works at the mall, and this guy's a dick. He is a dick. So there's a stage being erected, and Brody's like, what the fuck is this? And then TS is like, oh, I guess it's for the Easter Bunny. And then Brody knows exactly where the Easter Bunny thing is and when it went up. Yeah. And he's just like, what is this monstrosity being erected? And we find out that, they go to talk to Ethan Suplee to see what this stage is about. And Ethan Suplee is just staring at a magic eye picture, trying to see the thing. And TS obviously immediately is like, oh, a sailboat. And apparently, what's his name? Willem in this or something like that? Willem has been here for weeks trying to see the sailboat in this photo.
But today he packed a lunch.
He packed a lunch and he's going to be here all day, open to close for until he sees the sailboat.
Yeah.
And also,
can you see those?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes it takes a minute.
It depends on if they're well done. I can always see that there is a shape. I can't always tell what the shape is.
Sometimes it's I don't know. Sometimes I need someone to go look right here, or tell me what I'm supposed to see, and then I can see it. Those ones that are freakier is the ones that seem like they're moving.
The ones on TikTok that are moving do not work.
Oh, because have you seen that one where it was a woman during a marathon and she's standing on a barricade and everyone's running past her, but when you first see it, it looks like she's accelerating towards you, and that's not what's happening. It's freaky. Anyway, they're crazy. So,
it's not a magic eye at all.
No, it's not a magic eye at all, but it's tricking. It tricks your mind. So they ask if he knows what it's about. And so Ethan Suplee is basically like, oh yeah, does he know? I don't know if he even tells them, but
no.
I don't know. I don't have it in my notes, but it's for the, her dad's show.
Yeah.
That's filming here tonight. I don't know if they know that at this point. I don't have it in my notes, so I might be wrong.
No, if he tells them or if Jay does, but
yeah, because I think he might say what stage, and he's like, that one right in front of your face. But so Brody has decided that he's just going to trash the show to keep Brandy from participating in it for TS. And then Jay and Silent Bob are just hanging out outside of a pet store. Remember pet stores at the mall?
Yeah.
That was so much fun.
But
Jay just keeps banging on the window saying kitty, 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 which I hate. But Bob is trying to get stuff to move with his mind because he just watched Jedi and Empire.
A cigarette, yeah.
Yeah. Did he say Jedi and Empire?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Do you call it Jedi or do you call it Returns?
Well, because of these two movies, I call it Jedi.
I would call it Return of the Jedi.
Is that because of Last Jedi?
No.
You can't call it that anymore?
I don't even remember the new ones' names most of the time.
Wow.
Force Awakens. Save the Last Dance.
I just told you one.
The Last Jedi?
Not Save the Last Dance, yeah.
And then...
Rise of Skywalker.
Oh. Didn't know.
Wow.
Kylo Ren, though. Am I right?
I guess.
Am I right?
That's a thing.
So Brody recruits Jay and Silent Bob to stop the game show, and they say that they were going to anyway because they don't have anything else to do.
He's wearing fucking cut off long johns under his shorts.
Is he really?
There's like white peeking out.
Yeah.
He's got a fit.
They say,
Dude, he's so much more confident already as an actor.
he is.
This is 1 year later,
Yeah,
and he is in the zone.
he is. He honestly, yeah, you're right, because he forgot several of his lines in Clerks,
But they left in.
which I kind of liked it because
Maybe it's just the budget for editing.
maybe Kevin Smith was like, this was really expensive, so you don't fuck up.
Well,
Like,
yeah,
this
just
is serious.
I mean, maybe they could afford to cut everything out.
Oh, probably. Yeah, you're right. So the only issue is the security guard named LaFour, which for a second I was excited because I thought it was LaForge, but it's not.
LaFours,
LaFour's, not Jordy.
played by Sven Thorson, who's apparently in a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, I still don't know who that is.
We looked it up though. He's in like all the movies of the 80s and 90s.
You literally never stopped listing movies.
Yeah.
It was kind of a lot. And I was still just sitting there being like, I don't even know who that is still.
Well, fair enough. That'd be an
Yeah.
easy connection to anything ever.
True. And so as Jay and Silent Bob are leaving to go develop their plan, Jay hits both TS and Brody in the dick on the way by. I don't even think he hits them. He kind of just grabs them.
Yeah, and before they leave, they put the backs of their hands up to the kitties in
Yeah.
the glass and go pss, 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 pss,
You said you and one of your friends do that.
One of my friends still greet each other like that.
Nerds. Yeah. And so a group of kids is going to go see that magic eye. And one of the kids says like, oh, it's a schooner. And Ethan Supple is like, you fucking idiot.
He says, ha, ha, you dumb bastard.
It's a sailboat. And they're like, a schooner is a sailboat.
He freaks out.
And then he tells him the Easter Bunny's not real, which is not nice.
I love
Because
Ethan Suplee.
the Easter Bunny is real if you partake.
Yeah.
For all the kids listening to this.
Don't listen to this. This is wildly inappropriate.
But then Brody is debating if Lois could take Superman's load or if it would blow a hole in her back.
A lot of that in this
Which
movie.
honestly, I think it's a good debate because I don't think she could.
I don't either.
I think that it would kill her.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
So it's not a good debate.
And then TS is like, this is what we're talking about right now. It's like, what else would you be talking about right
Yeah.
now?
Is this when they have the double doozies?
This is when he said,
cookies?
yeah, the cookies. And then like TS says something about like, oh yeah, the food court. And Brody's like, hang on, this isn't the fucking food court. This is a cookie stand.
Yeah, he's right.
He's 100% right. He's like, no, the food court.
This is twice that Brody's right and TS is dumb.
TS is dumb. It's like TS is distracted by something.
It's
But
like that.
TS is dumb because this is 100% not a food court. This is just I agree with him. It's a snacking location.
Yeah, the food court's downstairs.
Food court is where you have like a corn dog on a stick, Sbarro's, all of the places right next to each other in a circle.
The mall near us has the food court is the only part downstairs.
Well, there's a theater, yeah.
There's a movie theater.
Yeah.
I would argue the movie theater is part of the food court.
I mean, yeah. I think the movie theater is just blessed to be that close to the food court.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, but it's a separate thing.
Yeah.
You don't get you're wrong. So, and I also think because TS is like, well, I don't know why you're worried about whether or not Lois could take Superman's load, and it's like because I think this is valid.
Yeah.
Like that is something that she should really be aware of. So, but then Brody sees Renee shopping, Shannon Doherty, if I haven't made that clear. And he says, I know you've had some time to think about the mistake you made. No need to apologize. I'm sure you were just PMSing. So
She giggles.
Yeah, she does giggle. But then is this when she's like, I am not dealing with your bullshit anymore. She she says that she had to sleep under the bed while they were camping somewhere in case his mother came in. Yeah. She did all of this shit. Like, insane stuff while she was dating this man.
Yeah.
And then she was just like, and if you think now that we're broken up, I'm going to entertain your insanity, you're wrong. And she's like holding onto his ear the whole time she's doing this. And then she walks away and there's one woman just like staring at him. He's like, what? Oh my God.
It's
but
so funny.
honestly, yeah. you don't have to put up with it. Like I've seen so many TikToks about like women who are now divorced or something like that, and their ex-husbands are expecting the same treatment, like of me telling you when things are happening.
Yeah.
You know, like reminding you of events. Fuck off. No, not my job anymore. That's a you job. But anyway, so he says like we have to divide our mutual possessions, and she's like, what the fuck do you think I have of yours? And he mentions like a comic book and a t-shirt and a couple of other things.
She has Punisher War Journal #6 and the Fletch DVD, which
Fletch.
She says, if I have any of that, it's because you left it at my house, which, yeah, I guarantee you she didn't ask to borrow Punisher War Journal #6.
Borrow any of that stuff. And then he's like, and then we need to schedule visitation rights for the mall. And he's like, you can have the even days and I'll have the odd days or something like that.
He gets the odd days and weekends.
Odd days and weekends?
Yeah.
No. But he does say if there's like a sidewalk sale, then you can have it.
Yeah.
So she's not dealing with him. I think this is when she threatens him about how she's not putting up with his bullshit anymore.
Yeah.
And so they have a plan, and the plan right now is Silent Bob takes out the security guard with a sock full of quarters. And then
they have a blueprint of
it. And so I can't, he just takes him out, and then there's like one pin that they need to pull to completely topple this.
Yeah.
Which my argument is,
it's like 10 a.m.
It's 10 a.m., boys. You cannot destroy the stage at 10 o'clock in the morning and expect anything to change. They would just
going to put it back on.
All the pieces would be right there. I mean, it's not going to work. So a little kid walks up to Bob, and Bob, like, I don't know, does the like flinchy thing at him.
He does, yeah.
And so when Bob literally tries to do this and runs towards the security guard with a sock full of quarters to murder him, I guess.
Spinning it.
And the kid throws a wooden car out into the way, and then this is the slapstick. I'm not into slapstick. And then Bob like slips on the wooden car and then crashes into
he ends up handing the sock quarters to
LaFours, and then ends up in the dressing room with Joey Lauren Adams. Is that right?
Yeah, Joey Lauren Adams.
Okay, I keep wanting to say Joey Lauren Adams. I don't know if it's Allen or Adams. But anyway, so it sees her in her like underwear or something at this point. I don't like slapstick.
Yeah.
There's a lot of slapstick in this one.
I don't know if there's a lot.
There's a lot.
There's too much.
Yeah.
I will give you that.
And then there's a kid sitting on the escalator, and Brody's like super pissed off.
He is.
And like because he's like talking about how your parents should be watching you because there's so many elevator incidences a year and all this stuff.
He says there's one a year.
I was that in 19, like probably like 97, that was me in an elevator accident or an escalator accident.
What?
For realsies. Because, okay, so I used to love when I was a kid. I didn't know how to tie my shoes. Number one, that was on me. Number two, I love to like just let it push me off, right? So,
oh my God.
Okay, save it. So I was doing that, and I've done that my whole life. I mean, I'm like 7 or 8. So a whole life I've spent doing this. No problem so far. All off to a great start. We were at a mall with my sister and my mom because I think my dad was on TDY or something. So he was on like working, and he dropped us off at the mall for the day. And then, so I was doing that all day long, and my mom kept telling me, pick up your fucking feet. You were going to get eaten by this thing. I did.
You got eaten by this thing?
I got eaten by it. It took my shoes out. I fell, hit my face. And I just remember looking up and my sister and my mom just staring at me, not moving to help me at all. A strange man had to come help me. And you know that I'm like on the spectrum. So I did not do well with that. And then I was embarrassed the whole rest of the day and terrified of escalators at 37.
If you were 7, that's the year this movie came out.
Yeah, it was me.
It was you.
That was me. But I just remember like looking up and my mom and my sister making no moves to try and save my life while I'm being dragged into the escalator screaming like, "Mother!" And she didn't give a shit. She did not care, and she still doesn't care to this day. Anyway.
I'm sure she cares.
She doesn't give a shit. I know she doesn't. So anyway, then we find this girl. This is where I don't like it, but it does come back where it makes sense. But this makes me very uncomfortable that this would even be a thought that we would write. So there's a girl called Trish the Dish. The actress herself is 20. So there's that. But in the movie, she's a 15-year-old who is writing a book about sex with men between the ages of 14 and 30. What the fuck? Not appropriate.
There's a reason.
There is a reason, but this is such a weird thing to write. Yeah. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. It's icky.
Yeah.
It's very icky. So like Brody and TS are talking to her, and she's basically, they find out that she slept with, who's Ben?
Ben Affleck.
Oh, that's why I said Ben. I was like, because his name's Shannon.
His name. There it is.
His name's Shannon. So she slept with a fashionable male last night, and basically after she had sex with fashionable male started complaining about Brody to her.
Yeah.
And she's like, he fucking hates you. And he's just like, he was talking about me during sex. And she's like, well, afterward. But yeah. So
weird.
It is weird, but she basically just has like a journal of like whether or not she orgasmed, if he went down on her, if she went down on him, all kinds of stuff. And she needed a 27-year-old is what she said.
Yep.
And that's the only reason why she slept with him.
Yeah.
It's gross. Anyway, so they make it to the comic book store, and there's a massive line. And for some reason, seeing a massive line, Brody just starts fighting people.
He does.
He just jumps into the line immediately, and all these comic book nerds are like fighting him, which one of them is Walt Flanagan. And then I don't know why there's a fight. I really don't. But then one of them says, "Tell him, Steve Dave," which is the name of their podcast.
Well, that's
right?
Walt says that, and that's the name of Walt's podcast.
He's just like, "Tell him, Steve Dave." It's like, what is wrong with these nerds? I love it so much. But they're fighting for literally no reason. And then they find out that Stan Lee is there signing comics, which if you knew who Stan Lee was, I guess in when was this, 95? That's pretty impressive.
You notice
I knew who
later in the movie, spoiler alert, he doesn't know what he looks like.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah.
Wow. That's nuts.
Fascinating.
I mean, I would have probably thought it was Hugh Hefner.
Oh.
Back in the day, like I probably would.
They look nothing alike.
They're both white guys. White guy, 1985.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They both look just like Jason Lee.
You know what? Now that I'm picturing Hugh Hefner's face, they look nothing alike. Like nothing alike at all. Apologies. So they like security jumps in to break up the nerd fight, but then they figure out something else is going on down. Oh, they're like some man. What happened? Oh no, a kid is
on the escalator.
A kid is getting eaten by the escalator.
Yeah.
Because one of the things we always quote from this is that kid is on the escalator again. Yeah. I don't know why. But so they have a new plan, and Bob is going to swing on a rope and grab the pin just out of the thing, and then they can go home and smoke a bowl. That's it. And then the best part of this is just when Bob starts swinging and then Jay says, "Fly, fat ass, fly." That does crack me up. Bob misses, obviously. And I don't remember. Oh, then he goes into another dressing room. I keep forgetting what they're called. It's been so long since I've been to a mall.
Yeah.
A dressing room, and we see boobs.
Yeah.
And then
Joey Lauren Adams again.
Yeah, tits this time.
He also grabs LaForge's hat as he whiffs by. So this is twice that things have just happened to LaForge. And he's like,
doesn't know what happened.
Huh, weird. I don't think he's the great security guard that they think he is.
I don't think so. Yeah.
He doesn't do anything remotely interesting.
Because the next thing we see is they're running through the food court, and Brody and TS are in the food court. They barely hide behind a potted plant, and LaForge doesn't see them.
Nope. He's terrible.
And they're like, "Is he gone?" And it's like, he couldn't see either of you in this empty court. Oh, all right.
He was in the shot when they ducked behind the tree.
Yeah, he was. Like, they literally were scooting between tables when he walked into the food court, and he was like, "I have no idea where they went." It's like it's
a mystery.
The guards in Metal
Gear Solid.
Yes,
they're like, they must not exist.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, half of my crew is missing, but I think it's all fine, actually.
Enemy sighted.
But basically, Jay says that they're going to pass on trashing the business, because if they keep doing it, Bob's going to end up killing himself because of all the stuff that they've done.
This is where he says something about Walt Flanagan's dog.
Yeah. They're always making fun of Walt Flanagan.
Why?
I don't know. I feel like Walt Flanagan's the story at the beginning with the cat in his ass. I think there's constantly, because the name was Walter. I don't know.
Was it?
Yeah. The name
My
was my cousin
God.
Walter. So Brody then sees Renee talking to the asshole from Fashionable Mail, so he's obviously pissed off. And so TS, like, they both follow them, and TS starts talking to the guy who he's just like, oh, you work at Fashionable Mail. And then Ben Affleck's just like, I'm spending my lunch hour with my lady friend. And then while TS is distracting him, Brody pretty much kidnaps Renee into the elevator and then starts asking her how long this has been going on. And they basically just start arguing, and I don't really know what they were arguing about, their relationship, I assume, about why they broke up and stuff. And then they start boning, because she says something about, like, there was no passion or something like that.
Yeah.
And then he's like, no passion, and then they start boning.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so then they bone, and he's doing like a little celebratory dance in the elevator, and she's like, that was too little too late. And then he's like, you said it was a good size. And she's like, not
Too little effort.
Too little effort. And then she says, and also when a girl says it's a good size, it's a nice way of saying it's small.
Oh, damn.
Which honestly, probably. Yeah. That's facts.
Yeah.
So then TS goes to ask Brandy's dad where Brandy is. Brandy's dad is Michael Rooker, and he says basically stay out of her business and mine. And that's pretty much it. It's just Michael Rooker being Michael Rooker for the most part.
Love him.
Love him. I didn't know. I don't know if I knew. I think I knew the name Michael Rooker, but until he was in Walking Dead, I had no idea who that was.
When I saw him in Walking Dead, I was like, oh, that's that guy from Mallrats.
Oh my gosh.
So it's like
a
15
skinny
years
version
apart.
of that fat guy from Mallrats. That's my favorite line in Raising Hope.
From Raising Hope.
So then we get Gwen, who is Joey Lauren Adams, trying on underwear in the middle of the store, which is gross. But in her defense, she does buy them all.
And in her defense, every time she goes into a dressing room,
a man comes in.
the director of the movie comes plowing through.
I've never, okay, when you try on things, I don't know if she was wearing underwear. If she was wearing underwear, that's fine. Because, like, I guess the rule, at least when I was a kid, and I hope it's the rule now, it's different now because you have to order stuff online for the most part, but you had to keep your underwear on when you would try anything on the bottom. Like, if you tried on a swimsuit or anything, you kept your underwear on. Yeah. I hope she's wearing underwear, but I highly doubt it.
Do they even allow you to try on underwear?
I don't think so. I don't think that they do. So she's just over there trying on panties while Brody and TS are just talking to her.
Yeah.
Honestly, I really like her character in this.
I do too.
I think that she was really cool, but like she was sexy, but not like, I guess the whole point of her was that she was like a sex fiend or whatever like that. But she was also she was a girl's girl. She was friendly. She was just
a guy's girl too.
I liked her riz.
Yeah,
I liked her a lot.
Yeah.
So anyway, it was gross, but she did buy them all, so I forgive her for it. And then it starts asking them about the breakups because she's heard about both of them because she's talked to both of their ex-girlfriends at this point. And so Brody starts giving a metaphor for his relationship about like where you put your arm when you're spooning, like you don't know where to put it. Yeah. And then he's like, that's why it will never work out because I never figured out where to put my arm, basically. Yeah. It was too difficult. Yeah. And then the girl behind the counter starts crying. Yeah. I don't know why. She's
basically like, fucking A.
Yeah, fucking A, man. And so...
Also, this is where they mention that he's glowing.
Yes. They keep being like, why are you glowing?
And I'm not glowing.
I'm not glowing.
I love when during that conversation, he's checking his pulse and comparing it to TS's.
Yeah.
He has his wrist in his hand. It's
yeah,
funny.
He is. Yeah, because that's like, it's kind of like the shoe polish joke, I guess. Yeah. Like, because people keep being like, why are you glowing? Yeah. And it's just like, oh, because when she first runs into them, TS accidentally punches her in the boob, so she lays him out immediately. Yeah. And then she's like, while she's out of breath holding her tit that just got punched, she's like, why are you glowing? Yeah. He's like, I'm not glowing. Stop. But so Fashionable Mail guy starts beating up Brody. And basically says he has no respect for people with no shopping agenda. And I kind of think that's hilarious.
Yeah, I respect it.
And then we find out that like his whole thing is that he wants to fuck Renee in an uncomfortable place.
Like the back of a Volkswagen?
Like the back of a Volkswagen. Not really at all. Yeah. So Brody is telling Jay and because Brody just got the shit beat out of him. And so he's like sitting in a candy store and Jay and Silent Bob are taking care of him while Jay is just stealing candy in front of the thing. And he's telling them that the Easter Bunny did it. And so after Jay and Silent Bob leave to go beat the shit out of the Easter Bunny, he tells Gwen and TS that what actually happened.
Yeah.
And so Jay and Silent Bob do in fact beat up the Easter Bunny in front of a whole line of children. And then the kids all jump in and start beating up Jay and Silent Bob.
If he would have just told them that it was Shannon,
the
movie would have been over.
They probably would have been like, oh yeah, no, we're not fucking with that guy. Honestly, they probably would have been like, oh, that sucks. I'm not doing that. But, so like Gwen tells Brandy, like this is when I really like Gwen, because Gwen goes to tell Brandy that TS is in the mall. We now know that Gwen and TS dated briefly. So Gwen is his ex-girlfriend. And so when she's talking to Brandy, she's like, the first time I ever felt jealous after TS and I broke up is when he got with you. Because when he got with you, he just was like different. And I realized how much of a great catch he was and how great he was. And Brandy's basically like, you cheated on him the whole time you guys were together. And she's like, yeah, I know.
She goes, capricious youth.
Yeah. And then Brandy's like, well, you can have him now. And she's basically like, I might. Like, if you guys are really done, I might. But he's still in love with you.
Yeah.
So this is why I think that she's a girl's girl.
She's awesome.
She's just like, you guys should get back together. He's fantastic. So Brandy's dad wants to meet TS by the stage. And then Brody's like, okay, well, go meet him, but you should stink palm him. And then we have a whole thing of him putting his hand in his ass and leaving it there for a while. And then he says, you just wake up, you shove your hand in your butt crack with all your sweat and your inability to wipe, I guess. And then you shake their hand so that for the next few days, they don't know where that smell is coming from.
I've made pilgrimages to filming locations for this man.
Yeah, you have. This is the quality. And doesn't your dad listen? So this is why we drove all that way for this shit. Yay. But so Michael Rooker is like talking to the suits about the evening, and like they're like, this mall is extremely dangerous to pick for your show because the Easter Bunny got accosted, which is a stupid thing to complain about because that happened today and the location was already set. I couldn't change it after the Easter Bunny got fucked up. But anyway, so TS goes to talk to him, and like this part made me laugh because Michael Rooker's talking to TS, and he's like, I have accepted the fact that you, in no doubt, fucked my daughter.
Oh, my God.
And he's like, you probably even fucked her a couple of times in my house while I was home. It just made me laugh. And then he's basically like, Brandy has a bright future, and she's extremely intelligent, and she's going to end up being more successful than me, but you have no ambition and no chance of making it in the real world. Which I think is kind of insulting because TS, though kind of dumb, not super dumb, is the most logical person in the movie.
Right.
He didn't shove his hand in his butt.
That's a low bar to clear.
It is. But it's kind of like, this is why I think Dante thinks
among the men, anyway.
This is why I think Dante thinks he's so awesome.
Yeah.
Because this is the caliber.
Yeah, because he heard about the people.
You got Randall, who's amazing, but then you have like Brody with his hand in his ass crack.
Yeah.
And you're just like, I think I'm doing okay. I don't know. I wouldn't do that. I don't know. But so like then Brody comes over and gets like stink palms Michael Rooker. Because Michael Rooker actually, if you're not dating his daughter, is really nice and funny.
Yeah.
He was like, and then he got him to eat like chocolate covered pretzels and lick his own hand. And it's like probably a 5-minute scene of Michael Rooker supposedly eating like poo-poo hand.
Yeah.
So that is a joke in this movie, is poo-poo hand.
Yeah, that's true. Is this the part where the guy is trying to set up the podium?
Oh, no, I think that already happened. But
Walt Flanagan again.
Walt Flanagan's everywhere.
I'm going to start calling him Walt Flan again.
It's late.
He's fucking
He's
again.
Everywhere. He is. And sometimes he's hard to spot.
He's always in these.
Because I'm the one who found, I was like, is that Walt again? And you were like, oh my God, it is.
Right?
Yeah, but
it's Flanagan.
It's Flanagan. But the part I like is
It's not late. I wrote that joke down.
So, like, they are getting kicked out of the mall because basically Brandy's dad set them up to get kicked out. And the one part I like is he says something like, I set this all up to get you and your sidekick kicked out of the mall to TS. And then Brody's like, what the fuck? Like, how do you know he's not my sidekick? Which that made me laugh because really he is. He doesn't have half the lines. So
yeah, he doesn't even want to be there today.
While they're getting kicked out, like Brody yells something at Renee, and Renee immediately runs to tell Jay and Silent Bob that they are getting kicked out of the mall, Brody and TS. And then Jay and Silent Bob just go to save them immediately.
Yeah.
And then when it happens, she's standing next to Ethan Suplee, who's still trying to find the sailboat. And then he looks at her and he calls her Brenda.
Brenda?
Which I guess is from...
And she goes, fuck off.
Is it from 90210
That's
or
her
something?
name in 90210.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Funny.
Yeah.
It would have been hilarious in the 90s.
Probably.
I was far too young for that. But anyway, so LaFours is going to frame Brody and TS with a bag of weed. And then Jay and Silent Bob show up to save the day by like knocking out all of the cops. And then Bob like Vulcan neck pinches 2 of them.
Yeah.
And then they start running. This is where I prefer Clerks. Okay. Because Jay and Silent Bob are running away from all these cops who somehow Jay and Silent Bob clear the side of the building in 20 seconds. Right? Bob also gets in front of the cops who started before he ran after Jay. And then they get into like one of those like delivery docks. Okay. And so Jay and Silent Bob are just stuck in this delivery dock. And the cops are still trying to clear the wall. And then Jay has a whole Batman utility belt, and he pulls. Bob does, yeah. Sorry. And then he pulls the grappling hook out of it, and the grappling hook away.
In the sweet embrace of hetero life mate love,
which is very sweet. And then he does kiss him on the cheek when they're saved. But this is where I'm like, maybe we didn't need a bigger budget. You know what I mean? I don't know.
It's not for everybody.
I think there's a beauty in Clerks, you know, just simple $20,000.
You love Clerks too. The budget for that had to be huge.
Yeah, but there's no grappling gun in Clerks 2.
This is true.
There's just a donkey show.
Lord?
Like, man, I love Clerks 2. Okay. Anyway, so Brody and TS go to the dirt mall to hang out because Brody also spends time here apparently. Because everyone here also knows him.
Yep.
And so they decide, like, they're talking about something, and then TS says something about, like, oh, I think you were right about this morning. And Brody's like, why the fuck were you listening to me? You should never listen to me. And he's like, no, I think that you were right because this morning one nugget of knowledge slipped out of you. I don't remember what it was. Something I'm sure about Brandy.
Yeah.
There's a lot of talking. It's really hard to keep track of what's important and what's not important.
I missed a line where she ran up to tell Jay and Silent Bob that they were getting arrested.
Yeah.
And when she bumps into Bob, Jay goes, bro, you a magic magnet.
So Brody takes TS to go get their fortunes read. It costs $58.60, which is like $117 in today's money.
That's crazy that it's only double.
$117 to get your fortune read is insane.
Yeah.
But she does it topless. So
There it
there's
is.
that. There you go.
That's
I
what
mean,
you're
would
paying for.
any of you pay $117 for a half naked elderly woman to... She's not that.
It's not
She
elderly.
looks great.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, she's probably like, what?
She's 50 plus.
50
Yeah.
plus, yeah.
She's got an AARP card.
Yeah, she do. But she's got nice boobs.
Yeah.
But anyway, so she says she has to do it topless. She says she senses great disturbances between them while just rubbing her boobs the whole time. And she has 3 nipples. So
Another Star Wars
Brody immediately freaks out about the 3rd nipple. Because I thought he hung out here a lot, but he's apparently never
been
done
in
this.
here because it's expensive as shit.
Because he didn't want to pay for it. You're right. So she's got 3 nipples. Brody the whole time is just completely disgusted by the 3rd nipple, which I don't really get because, I mean, they looked fine.
Yeah.
It wasn't like corroded or anything like that.
Corroded. No,
just
it wasn't gross.
It's just a regular nipple. But what I think is cute, though, is she's like giving TS advice about basically that they need to combine their efforts to get their women back, and the disturbance is because they've lost their women, kind of a thing.
Yeah.
And TS is just like, oh my gosh, you're right. And then like Brody's like, oh my God, stop listening to her. Like, I don't know why she has so many nipples.
And he's like, oh, I hadn't even noticed.
I didn't even notice.
He's like, shut the fuck up.
And so they leave. And then when they're leaving, she offers to let Brody touch her boobs. And then he's just like, really? And she's, I don't remember what happens, but he
She
ends up
offers
leaving.
way more than that. He
Yeah,
says,
she
do you have
does.
any extra body parts anywhere else?
Yeah.
And she says, no, do you want to check me?
Oh my God. But he was literally grossed out the whole time of this.
Yeah.
But then she eats the third nipple.
Yeah, she takes it off.
What is it made of?
I don't know. It can't be cheap.
Where do you get gummy nipples?
It looked like an actual nipple.
Look up Google.
Stop saying that word.
I was trying to say gummy.
I apologize, Android listeners.
Gummy nipples. See how real
I'm
they
not
look?
doing that.
Okay. You don't want to mess up our internet. I'm just curious because she eats it and I don't know why. And she says works every time. And I'm like, what works every time? I'm so confused.
She got a huge tip for being.
She probably got $1.40.
He handed her like 3 or 4 bills.
So I'm thinking it's $60. But so they go back to the mall, and T.S. is planning on getting on the game show so that he can impress Brandy, and her father won't be able to interfere while the television is live because it's a live show, which is genius. And so then Brody starts he's standing looking at something, and Stanley starts talking to him. He figures out it's Stanley,
Eventually.
and then we cut. Pretty much.
Yeah.
Because he wasn't looking at, because Stanley's like, when I made Spider-Man this, and he's like, oh, holy shit, did you make Spider-Man? But anyway, and then we see Jay convincing the contestants that they should all back out. And if they're not going to back out, they should do drugs to calm down. Because he's basically like, what if you fart and stuff? Or what if you get a boner? And then he's like, being on live TV is terrifying. You should smoke a bowl right now. And they're like, oh my God, maybe we should.
Jesus, that was easy.
And then back to the conversation with Stanley. Stanley's pointing out couples in love and asking Brody if he has a girlfriend. And Brody's like, why do you keep doing that? Why are you pointing at all of these couples? And he's like, why did you and your girlfriend break up? And then he says, she was a pain in the ass. And she said I was way too into my comic books. And then Stanley's like, I had a similar girlfriend back in the day, but I never forgot her. And I found out that she got married and I missed the window. And I would give it all up if I could just fuck that girl one more time. And it's like, you're married, sir. What the fuck? So, and then he says something about how Dr. Doom wears body armor to conceal his mangled form. And that's me dealing with the one who got away. The one who got away pisses me off so bad.
Why?
I don't know. I just don't like the concept.
Why?
Because you could be happily married for 40 years and then you're still supposed to be pining after some person from your childhood.
That's
insane.
Yeah.
And also, I know, so basically he says all the money, women, and comic books in the world can't substitute that one woman. And this is where I forgive Stanley because he was he was married for 70 years, which is why this whole speech was pissing me off.
He's talking about his wife, though.
No, but he's not.
Because it's a character.
It is a character because then he goes to talk to Stanley or not Stanley. He comes to talk to TS and TS like, did you do it? And Stanley's like, yeah, I did, but you should probably really talk to him because he kept asking me about superhero dicks.
Superhero genitals.
So I think something's wrong with that guy. But so
this is my favorite Stan Lee cameo of all time.
Yeah, I do like it because he was asking me a lot of questions, because he was asking things like, so Mr. Fantastic, does it stretch? Does everything stretch or no, or what happens?
He deflects every single one of these.
And then something
He's
about
is thing also on drugs?
Yeah.
Of course it is.
Of course it is. Could you imagine being this massive orange monster and a human dick?
That is a stupid question.
A pasty human.
No wonder Andrea left him.
Right? She was like, absolutely not. I'm not doing that. So anyway, Brody sends Trish to go get the sex tape with Fashionable Male. And then he's like, I need the stage schematics from Bob. And then Michael Rooker is now sick from the poo hands because I don't know what's in Brody's ass, but something major
something toxic.
I don't think he wipes. So he can't because are you already sick? It seems like it would take 24 hours.
Okay.
How quickly can you get a stomach bug if you if the human centipede?
Oh God.
How quickly could you get sick?
I have completely disengaged.
10 minutes or a couple of days?
I've disengaged. I don't even remember where I am.
Okay, that's fine. So the contestants are all passed out after smoking and eating their snacks. And then TS comes in and is like, where's the third guy? And Jay's like, I never saw a third guy. And then in walks Gil Hicks, Dante's, I'm assuming, brother or cousin.
Identical twin cousin.
Identical twin cousin who's just as fucking whiny, but also, though, has a little bit more riz than Dante, in my opinion.
A little bit.
Still no smash, but a little bit more riz. So
Pash.
Brody then punches the stagehand because the stagehand's like, you guys aren't allowed to be here. Like, what happened to the actual contestants?
The stagehand is Scott Mosier, by the way.
It is Scott Mosier the whole time.
Apparently.
Yeah. And then, so he punches the stagehand, and then a random cop walks in and is like, what's going on here? And they're like, this stagehand came in and knocked out these men, or no, these drunk men knocked this guy out and then passed out, so you should take them all away. And she's just like, okay. And then she does it. So Silent Bob is hanging upside down with a screwdriver, pretending to do anything, but
he has pliers. Actually, there's a VHS or VCR, sorry, that's duct taped to the top railing.
Yeah,
and he's hanging above it with pliers, just kind of poking it.
He's not doing anything.
Literally nothing
at all. But then the show starts. Renee is in the crowd with fashionable male who still wants to put it in an uncomfortable place.
Like the back of a Volkswagen?
Like the back of a Volkswagen, exactly. And so they're introducing the suitors. The suitors are T.S., Brody, and Gil. And T.S. and Brody go under the names Doug Paging and Rob Feature.
What?
So they introduce, they keep calling her the suitorette, which I think is a dumb.
That's so dumb.
Dumb-et to add. So Brandy. And then, so the first question, if you were a car, what kind of car would you be, suitor one? And he says the kind you'd never dump your boyfriend in.
Ugh.
You're coming on really strong.
Coming real hot.
Really, really strong. And so second suitor, if we were making Whoopi and then Brody's like, what's Whoopi? What, like fucking? And then she says, what kind of noises would you make? And he starts making noises.
and pretending to slap.
And then he's like, actually, this kind of personal, which cracked me up. But this would immediately have already been pulled from the air after that.
Yeah.
After that happened.
That face he made.
That face he made and pretending to like smack it and it would have ended immediately. But then suitor 3 is like, what would we do on a first date? And he's like, I'd take you shopping, girl. I would let you buy whatever you wanted. We'd go to a fancy dinner. We'd go to the opera. We'd go lay on the beach looking at the stars.
God, so
and all
gross.
this stuff. And then Brody's like, that's the biggest load of crap I've ever heard. He's like, you're the kind of guy who begs for sex. And then Kill's like, no, I'm not. Stop.
He's like, I would know. We recognize our own.
Yeah, which is true.
And the whole crowd pops.
And then suitor 1, if we were in love, how would you propose to me? And then Brody's like, oh, at the Jaws thing. And he's like, shut up. Don't say that one. And then we see that Trish has shown up with the videotape. And so then she says, suitor 3, how are your kisses? Like a jackhammer or something else. And then he's like, oh, I'm a jackhammer. And then Brody keeps being like, that's the cheesiest thing I've ever heard. Which he just keeps roasting him. But I don't really. Oh, he says something. And then he calls him a homophobe. And I can't remember why he calls Gil a homophobe.
Can't remember.
He basically says something about him kissing men, and then Gil's like, "No, I'm not gay." He's like, "Oh, so you're a homophobe?" And he's like, "No, I'm not a homophobe. I love gay people." And he's like, "So you are gay?" It's just one of those 90 jokes. But yeah. I really did appreciate though them writing in that Gil was, not homophobic. Like I feel like in the 90s it was way easier to be homophobic.
Yeah.
Like it was more common, not easier, but like, you know what I mean? Like
Eminem built a career on it.
True. And we like Eminem.
Yeah.
So anyway, so then Brody asked Suitorette a question. He's like, how strong are your convictions? And I'm like, bro, you're coming on so strong.
So strong.
So strong.
She just finished saying, you sound familiar. Does he not sound exactly like your fucking
Does he not sound like your boyfriend? It seems like you would recognize it. But then we get this story from like Dante and not Dante, sorry. Brody. And I don't even know what it's about or why he's telling it, but he's talking about how his cousin was on a plane and the plane started to go down. And because his cousin thought he was going to die, he just took his meat out and started beating off on the plane. And then everyone around him who was also scared that they were going to die all took their meat out and started beating off. And then then the plane corrected and everyone landed, and then everyone just silently got off the plane and never mentioned the beating off event that happened. And then Gil's like, did he come or not?
Well, did he come or not?
Which
goes, Jesus, man. There's some things you don't talk about in public.
Which I think, honestly, that's so stupid and funny. But then she asked the second suitor, she's like, second suitor, if you were a comic book hero, who would you be? And I can't remember who he says. Did he say anyone?
I don't know. He starts nerding out super hard.
And then she's like, so basically now she's confirmed that it's her boyfriend and his best friend, who I think that she should have recognized their voices immediately. Yeah. Like if you and Jason were behind a wall, or even JJ with you, I would be like, y'all are all stupid.
Yeah.
No, I know all your voices. So anyway, she basically is like, the girl who was supposed to be here died in a pool, and he was such an asshole about it. I've been crying all day, and he spent all day just hanging out at the mall with his fucking friend. And then Brody's like, he spent all day pining after you. Like, honestly, he was really lame. He hardly did anything today. It was really stupid. And then they're like, forget about all the shit that happened. Do what you're supposed to do. And then Brody's like, ask her, you silly bastard. And then TS is like, suitor number 1 loves you. He always has and he always will love you. Will you marry me? And then she says yes.
Aww.
And then the cops show up for some reason. I don't really know why. I guess because they technically trespassed onto a television show that they didn't turn off when it happened.
I can't remember why the cops show up.
I don't know either. So the cops show up, and then while the cops show up, they manage to, before everyone gets arrested, Bob finally, because the whole back thing is Jay is trying to get the video to Bob so that they can play it. And then so Bob thinks he uses the Jedi mind trick to get it, but really Ethan Suplee like bumped something.
Because he was sad.
Yeah, because he was sad because he hasn't seen
when, the thing. Lord? When will it be my turn?
Just to see a sailboat. And so he plays the tape, and then it's the sex tape with Trisha and Fashionable
Shannon.
Male. Yeah. And Brody's just like, that girl is 15.
There we go.
And then they arrest Ben Affleck instead. Yep. And the one thing I did like is while the cops are erasing him, they let Brody punch him.
Yeah.
What am I saying? Erasing. What movie have I been watching?
Yeah, he goes to punch him and they stop him and he's like, can I just have one? Like, yeah, sure.
Yeah, go ahead. So then Brody, like, we forgot that Brody interrupts the end of the show talking to Renee and basically is like, you have my heart, and all this stuff. And she's just like, she's smiling the whole time. And Fashionable Male, for some reason, just keeps being like, oh, like he's so aghast that she's still in love with her boyfriend that she broke up with this morning. You're not together at all. So, and then we, on the tape with Shannon from Fashionable Male, he keeps asking the 15-year-old to call him New Kids on the Block members while she's very bored. Yeah. But I still don't like this being in the movie. I feel like we could have done anything else.
Any place else.
And then Brody asked Renee if she'd like to meet his mom.
Aw.
And then the suits come up and offer Brody his own talk show. And then they does like the whole thing. So Brody got his own talk show.
The Tonight Show, by the way.
The Tonight Show, which is a big show. These are big executives, apparently. And then Renee's his band leader. T.S. and Brandy get married at the Jaws thing in Universal.
That's a cute ending.
Trish's book was successful.
That's a dumb ending.
Shannon got a bunch of friends in prison because he loved being fucked in the butt.
Oh my god.
And then Willem saw the sailboat eventually.
It's a great ending.
And then Jay and Silent Bob had another adventure in a movie that might not hold up. I don't know.
They're walking away with the
orangutan.
Some sort of primate.
It's 100% orangutan.
From Strike Back, which came out like 10...
Is it an orangutan?
From 10 years later.
Yeah.
Wow.
Is it 10 years after this?
I feel like Strike Back is around 2005, yeah.
I don't know. Maybe.
It's post-2000 for sure.
I don't know. Interesting, but I just feel like 2001.
2001.
6 years.
Okay.
Wow. But still, is there not an orangutan in Dogma?
No.
Well, I wouldn't know.
I actually just watched that with the boys a few weeks ago. It's not in there.
There's not an orangutan.
Nope.
Is that an orangutan? Because now I'm freaked out. Because I think
no
orangutans
idea. I thought
are bigger.
orangutans were huge. It's an orange-haired primate.
Orangutan.
That is short, with very long arms.
Yeah.
What a conversation.
Yeah. This is what you guys come for.
Yeah.
So, anyway, all right. So.
That's I love this movie.
Yeah, I think. Well, I think that it had a lot of slapstick, and the 15-year-old sex thing made me very uncomfortable, and I don't know why that was in there.
Yeah.
But other than that, I think it's good. I don't think it's as good as Clerks or Clerks 2.
I think I laughed more, and I think that's because I fucking love Jason Lee.
I do love Jason Lee, but
So
Jason
much.
Lee, I feel like Jason Lee and Jay were the only two that made me laugh, I think, in the whole movie.
Yeah.
But
That's not
even
Bob once or twice.
well, I mean, but he mostly was just trying to do Jedi mind tricks and just standing around like
Yeah.
normal.
He had a line.
Like, all right, let's the end of that day.
No. What? I don't remember his line.
I think he said like science, man. or
It
something
wasn't
like that.
interesting.
No, it was basically just like, yeah, I did Jedi mind tricks, and then that's it.
Right.
Yeah, I don't. It was good.
I definitely laughed more during this movie than Clerks 1.
That's crazy because I crack up during Clerks 1.
But it's all Jason Lee.
Yeah.
I need more Jason Lee in my life.
I need more Jeff Anderson in my life.
Good luck with that. He
I know,
hates being on film.
He hates it, and I love looking at him.
He hates movies.
He's so funny. He's so funny.
He
I
is
think he's
funny.
great.
Yeah.
It's like how I love Carl Pilkington, and Carl Pilkington also hates being on
You
film.
hate him because he hates being on film. That's the funniest part about him.
You said I hate him because of that.
Love.
Oh yeah, yeah, I know because he's so funny. I mean, have you ever seen Idiot Abroad? Fantastic. Have you ever
It
seen
is.
his role in Derek? Fantastic.
Less so.
No, why would they make two of them?
Derek is actually a really good
Derek
show.
is. You will cry every episode of Derek, but Derek
The
is
Ricky Gervais
such
show on
an
Netflix.
amazing show.
It is.
I love it.
It
I
is
love
very good.
We talk about Derek
It's
a
funny.
lot in this house, and I don't know why.
Yeah, it actually is very funny. It does not look funny from the trailers.
But it is. It's
It is very
and
funny.
it's not only funny, it's beautiful.
Yeah, it is that too.
It's beautiful. Anyway, so that's our review of Derek. So who picked
Another bonus episode.
Who picked what? I don't remember.
It's my turn to pick an actor.
Okay, go for it.
My goodness, so many places to go. Michael Rooker is in.
Stuff.
Well, that's Marvel.
Mary Poppins, y'all.
What's Ethan Suplee in?
Raising Hope.
True. We already used Jason Lee. Let's use Ethan Suplee.
Ethan Suplee.
Yeah. Good luck.
Skinny version of that fat guy from Mallrats. That's what
Right.
we're going with.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I happen to know one thing that I can think of that Ethan Suplee is in.
My name is Earl.
Yes. But he's in Dogma.
Is he?
Yes. Isn't he the like poo monster or something?
Oh my God! Is he the voice of the Golgothan?
Yeah. So that's what we'll do.
Dogma?
Dogma.
That's
Controversial.
4 Kevin Smith movies in a row.
Well, it's hard to get out.
Yeah. I think we can get out now, though,
Oh, yeah.
because you can't use Jeff Anderson in
Alanis
that one.
Morissette.
Yeah.
I don't know where we go.
We'll use Alanis Morissette.
But yeah, we'll have a lot of. Did you see is Jeff Anderson in Dogma?
No.
Oh,
That's what I'm saying. I think we have to be done because we can't connect back.
I love
in.
Jeff Anderson. Okay, go on.
One more Kevin Smith movie.
Okay. Maybe. We'll see what happens.
It's a fucking great one, though. We have a signed poster of that movie on our wall.
I haven't seen it in a while, so let's do it.
We'll see if you feel that way then.
Let's do it. All right. So that's a wrap for this week's episode. Thanks for joining us. If you like the show, leave a review, follow the chain, and join us next week as we link from Mallrats to Dogma. Bye.
See ya.
Thank you for listening. Chain Link Theater will return.